One simple word has completely transformed my life. It's not a complicated strategy or a fancy technique. Can you guess what it is? It's just two letters. N-O. No. And learning to say it has been the most powerful act of self-care I have embraced. And I am continuing to embrace this year. If saying no makes you uncomfortable, keep watching because your future self will thank you for it. Hi, I'm Cam, and this is Embrace and Simplify You. On this channel, we focus on practical strategies to empower you to balance your life, achieve your goals, and take charge of your finances with simple, actionable productivity and budgeting solutions. So today, we're diving into why no, two letters, is not just okay, it's essential for protecting your time, your energy, and your well being. So let's talk about why it's hard, how it can change your life, and practical ways to say it without guilt. So why do we hesitate to say no? Most of us struggle to say no because we don't want to disappoint other people. But then, we end up saying yes to things that, we wish we could just take back. We fear being seen as selfish, rude, or unreliable. And society often praises us for being busy because we've said yes to so many things. And even being a yes person, someone who juggles it all. So, juggling it all, first of all, is setting us up for disappointment and failure. But here's the truth. Every time you say yes to something that's not essential, you are saying no to something that might truly matter to you. Your rest, your goals, and your mental health. So next time you say yes, make sure it is truly something that you don't mind doing. Because I am fully with my full chest saying that I'm going to disappoint a few people because I'm just not going to say yes anymore. It has saved me time and energy. And as hard as it is, because it's still hard to say no, you don't want to disappoint people. And I get that. It's just that cannot allow someone else's problem or urgency or emergency take me away from my own life and my own goals and my own rest and my own mental health. It's a no for me. I'm not just saying that we should say no to everyone and we should say no to everything. I'm saying that we need to pay attention to the things that we're saying yes to and pay attention to when we're saying yes, because sometimes people will bully you into saying yes to something that will only serve them. Sometimes guilt will force you to saying yes that is not just gonna serve you, but you don't want to look like a bad person. You want your reputation to remain intact. You want people to see you as this good person. But good people say no. And not so good people say yes. So I don't think that is relevant. So, what are some positive impacts of saying no? Saying no helped me set boundaries. It really did, to avoiding burnout and just feeling more in control of my life. I had more time for what truly mattered in my life, my self care, my passions, my family, and my goals. It actually is uncomfortable, and it still is uncomfortable, but the discomfort is temporary, and the peace that it brings, priceless. You can't buy it. I think that we need to take a pause sometimes and ask yourself, is this going to take away from what is necessary in my life at this point? And if it is, graciously say no. I want us to be able to help people. It should not come at the cost of all of you. If you want to have peace of mind and you want to manage your time better, sometimes you're going to have to start to say no to some of the things that are just not bringing you any value. I'm going to give you 5 simple ways that you can say no. The first is very direct. You just say no. No, I can't do that right now. Or you simply just say no. And if the person wants a reason why, say, because I can say no. And it's okay to do that. It may seem rude, but no is an option. And you don't have to explain why you're saying no. So that's the first way to do it. Just very direct, end the discussion. The second way is you can say, let me check my schedule and get back to you. That's a more polite way of saying no. You kind of have the my schedule as the reason that you will not be able to commit to whatever it is that they're asking you to do. So that's the second way. The third way is saying, thanks for considering me, but I can't commit at this time. Saying you can't commit to whatever it is that they're asking you to do. And then the fourth way of saying no is you can say, unfortunately, I've made other plans. That's another way of just graciously saying no. And then number 5, just pause and don't say anything. People are not very comfortable with silence. So they might then be the one to be like, but if you can't do it, I understand. And then you can then say, well, okay, thanks for understanding because I can't do it. But don't even say anything, just pause. So if someone says, hey, can you help me clean out my garage? Yeah, that's uncomfortable, right? And then you'll be like, wait, hey, like if that just doesn't work for you, that's fine. So they've given you a way out. So, in the comments, let me know which one would you actually use? Which one do you think is just kind of corny? And what other suggestions do you have? Please, I'd love to hear in the comments. Let's just kind of like engage here, okay? So notice how none of those responses were particularly rude. Well, maybe the first ones, but I think that just kind of shuts down the conversation when you just come right on and say no. You don't owe anyone an elaborate explanation for protecting your peace. Release yourself from that. It's something I'm learning to do. So I challenge you this week, say no to something that doesn't serve you. Notice how it feels. It might be uncomfortable, but that's okay. Your time and energy are precious. They are so valuable. So treat them like that. So if this resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe for more practical strategies. And share in the comments, what's one thing you're ready to say no to? Let's support each other in creating boundaries that honor our well-being. So before we end, I have a quick poll question. What's the hardest thing you've had to say no to? And I'm hoping that YouTube allows me to put it in as a poll. So the first one is social invitations you don't feel like attending. The second one is extra work tasks beyond your capacity. The third one is family or friend requests that drain your energy. And then the fourth one is other. And if it's other, add it in the comments. And I would love for us to engage. So if no one has told you this today, you are valuable, you have purpose, you're more than enough. And on top of that, you're fabulous. And until my next video, you can click on this one. Bye, y'all.